Hi guys, Scout here, and we are back on the island of P4 Day. Now, let's see now, where did we leave off? Hey! Patriots, you also made it here? Constantine. Wow, he did not like me. He still got my friends first. Where's Kurt? Oh, there's Kurt.
Cousin! You have returned to me. Your absence was sorely felt.
We don't appear to be in top form. A house intrigue's keeping you from finding proper sleep.
No.
Oh no.
Nothing to bring me nightmares as of yet. I'm blaming it on the change of diet. Now, tell me what adventures you've been up to. If you only knew how bored I grow behind these walls.
I would like, if you would allow me the honor, to introduce Bishop Petrus, emissary of Ptolemy.
Your Highness, may the light warm you in its holy embrace.
Indeed, be careful for this.
Enchanted to meet you, my father.
I've come here to present respects from Ptolemy, and best wishes from the Mother Cardinal.
She has my most sincere thanks. But before speaking further, I would like to discuss matters with my cousin, if you would be so kind.
His friends. Report encounters with the governors.
I've been to the neighboring cities as you asked of me.
Tell me then, was your journey adventurous?
Well, I was able to gain audience with the governors, give them your regards, and glean some information. The Bridge Alliance believes that a remedy could possibly be found by studying the local flora. They are quite motivated, but their research expedition has gone missing and there is no sign of life. And since they themselves are under constant attack, they cannot spare a rescue party to investigate. The Mother Cardinal, in her opinion, believes the Malachor to be a result of a curse.
A curse
God.
cast by a demon, an evil creature worshipped by a cult of island natives. If you would allow me to second the request of our Mother Cardinal, we are in dire
Patriots.
need of your help. Our inquisitors are hardly diplomats, and
If no one has any problems with
but
the
I should let
natives or
you
the
finish,
Knots,
my son.
I'm
They've
throwing hands with
started
you.
their investigations in a village where strange events have been taking place, but they're unable to get to the bottom of it. The population keeps its secrets, and Ptolemy hopes that we might help them learn more about the cult.
This is all extremely interesting. You have
Indeed.
lived up to my expectations, as always. That said, we find ourselves between the rock and the hard place. The bridge is already in open conflict with the island natives. Ptolemy and their inquisitors. We're going to have to tread on eggshells, but let's follow all the clues to their mysteries. We need to help them continue their investigations. Perhaps one will lead us to something useful. I don't have a lot of men, as well you know, and since I only trust you among them, take Kurt and any others that seem useful. I
Okay.
wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
If you would allow me, Your Highness, I would be honored to assist your cousin on his investigation.
Very well then. You could start by indicating the precise location of your nasty village.
Of course, Your
Hey.
Highness. I should have thought of that sooner. Allow me to mark the location on your map, my son.
Thank you. Have no fear, Constantine. I will take care of all matters at hand.
Anything else?
His
Any
parents.
news of your parents?
No. With the time it takes to travel to the continent, it's not surprising. But I don't miss them. My father's next letter will certainly be full of his usual disdain. As for my mother, you know her. She's probably too busy planning her next assassination to have noticed my absence.
Oof.
Are you liking your new role as a governor? How does it feel?
Honestly, once the thrill of the first few days is over, it's boring. I receive delegations from everywhere. They arrive with their arms full of presents to make me sign some agreements. Most of them take me for a fool, who will be easily convinced by some silver trinket. I would love to simply brush them all off and work on some real projects. I have so many ideas to make this city, this island, truly amazing.
I got some ideas
Relations
myself.
with our allies. Oh,
They bow and scrape, and they regularly assure me of their unwavering friendship, so that they can better try to convince me to embrace their point of view, and only theirs. Taleme wants to convert
right.
me, and the Alliance assures me that only they will allow us to benefit from progress. They're a bunch of old foxes, but they take me for a young, brainless rabbit. The only thing they really want is to increase their influence on this island. With our help.
I see the point. That makes sense.
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
Darn, I forgot to record.
I was mistaken.
I am full of surprises, pretty she-wolf.
To be fair, Ciara is pretty.
Good day, soldiers.
Your Excellency,
Captain,
soldiers, may we be of service?
Yeah. As for formal presentation.
Rank and assignment, soldiers.
Recruit, first class, Blue Silver Regiment, 8th Company, Your Excellency. The Blue Silver Regiment is made up of men attributed to serve the Congregation of Merchants. I'm one of them, and the 8th Company was sent to Tier for D, with 2 other companies.
anything else, Excellency?
Ask them about their
What
assignment.
is your charge?
Maintain order in the city, Excellency. Anything else, Excellency?
Now to evoke the subject of Rainer.
I'm looking for the soldier, Rainer. Is he in the barracks?
I never heard that name before, Captain.
Never heard the name, Captain.
That's strange. I'm certain he was sent here.
Maybe he's been moved since then. When was the last time you'd heard news of him?
In Serene, just before our departure. But that's been a couple of months.
If I may, Captain, should I have a word with the quartermaster?
That's right, Captain. He has a register with the affectations of every recruit in the Blue Silver Regiment. Anything else, Excellency?
Okay.
Well, I'll be damned, it's Captain Kurt. Manfred. Still a quartermaster? Always, as you can see. What can I do for you?
Ask him about the recruit Rainer.
I've been looking for one of my recruits. Goes by the name of Rainer. I would like for His Excellency to meet him. Rainer. I'm sorry, Kurt. I thought you'd been informed. Informed about what? He is dead. He was found, drowned in the Port Harbour day before yesterday. I was told he had too much to drink and fell in.
Oh God.
I'm extremely sorry, Kurt. The young men drink more than they can handle when they're on leave. That's bollocks. That lad isn't the sort of sully himself to drink. I don't believe it. People change. When they're far from home, the lads have little else to do. I still don't believe it. Listen, you might as well go and ask the doctor down in the morgue. I might have misunderstood what was reported to me. Those doctors use such long words for simple things.
Excellent idea. At least now you'll see it for yourself.
You're right. Let's go. Is there anything else?
That be all,
No,
soldier.
Thank you.
Well now, a visit. Can I help you with something?
Ask about the death of
We are
Rainer.
here concerning the matter of recruit Rainer.
Are you family or friends?
You could say that. I'm the one who recruited the lad.
I see. Well, what I can do is tell you what I can.
Ask what date the boy arrived.
When was the body brought to you?
Day before yesterday, in the early morning.
Arrived. Details concerning the circumstances of death.
Can you tell me anything about the circumstances?
All I know is what I was told by the fellows who brought the body to me. They said they'd spent the evening together at the tavern, that they'd had a great deal to drink. A horrid habit the soldiers all seemed to share.
Rainer was not a drinker.
Maybe not. All the same, he was drinking that night. He stepped outside for a moment and never came back in. His companions found him drowned in the bay early morn, and they brought him to me.
Cause of death?
How then did he die, in your opinion?
He drowned. I'm sorry. It's regrettable. He was quite a young man.
Yeah, and his death makes no sense. He didn't drink, and he knew how to swim.
All the same, that's what happened. I greatly regret it.
Ask
Might
to
we
see
take
the
a look
body.
at the body?
No, I wouldn't recommend that. To see your friend in such a state.
I'm a soldier, Doc. I've seen a number of men in pieces. Let me see the young lad.
I regret, Captain. I cannot allow that.
Oh, suspicious. Insist.
I have as of yet to present myself. I'm Sir Desardet, legate of the Congregation of Merchants on Tir Fredi. And as the title infers, I have the power to inspect this barracks and all that it contains. Therefore, I must insist.
I see. 1,000 pardons, Excellency. I should have recognized you and shown more respect. It's the body in the middle. Examine him if you must. But please be so kind as to not leave a mess after you.
Okay. Body in the middle. I don't have a carton.
This one is just a boy. His face is still locked in an expression of pain. Kurt, is this your recruit?
Yes, that's my Rainer. Poor kid. I should have left him with his family where he was.
If you want to learn more, we'll need to examine the body. Is that all right?
He's not the first young man I've seen with the lights gone from his eyes. Go on.
I'm no doctor,
So,
but this boy doesn't seem to have drowned at all. It looks like he's been beaten. It's suspicious.
The boy I knew would never have drunk himself senseless to the point he'd fall into the bay. I'm telling you.
I believe you, Kurt. But if we
He's
want
beaten.
to prove it, we'll need
That's
to
not drowning. So look, a young man under age 20. He has several hematomas on the entirety of his body. Skull sunken, likely because of death. Yikes. I honestly have no jokes here. Sorry I did, but I don't. But I do know a doctor that owes an explanation.
Excuse me, Doctor, but you owe us a few explanations. This boy did not die by drowning.
It is absolutely the cause of death, I assure you.
We looked at the body, sir.
Is a complex art, and
We also read your
you are
note.
certainly not a doctor.
That is true, but you are. Do you recognize your own notes? Your writing is hard to read, but the word drowning never appears.
Idiot. I should have burned those notes. I am truly sorry.
Too bad.
I swear I have never, ever falsified a report before. But I was given no choice in the matter.
How's that? What are you talking about?
2 men, lieutenants I believe, brought a body to me telling me the boy had drowned in an accident. I saw immediately this was a lie, but I did not push the matter. I began my examination, planning to submit my report to the quartermaster as per usual. The men returned. I was told to forget what I'd discovered and say that he had indeed drowned, or else.
Who were they?
I have no idea. I had never seen them before in the barracks. I guess they're ranked by their uniforms.
What colours were they sporting?
None. They must have removed the emblems of their regiment. Listen, it's obvious that this boy was beaten repetitively, and that was the cause of death. I have no intention of suffering the same fate.
Have no fear, Doctor. We will make no mention of your name.
Andevars Tire. That means, may the earth welcome him. I am sorry for you, Kurt.
Thank you, Siora. Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
Discuss Rainer's death.
We have a situation, Manfred. Rainer didn't drown. The doctor falsified his report. He was threatened and feared for his own life.
You have to be pulling my leg. Who bullied the crow face?
Lieutenants that he didn't recognize, alas, and who wore no regiment emblems.
Which regiment was Rainer assigned to? I would like to have a word with his commanding officer.
Let me have a look at the register. My memory isn't what it once was. Stab my heart with a rusty blade. His name's been crossed out.
Something is definitely off.
Or maybe the 11th. Before being reassigned to who knows where.
Just like that. You out of everyone have to know where the recruits are assigned.
Not of late. This isn't the first lad who's been reassigned all of a sudden with a drop of a hat. Each time I start complaining about it, I'm told they've changed regiments. It's not my concern.
Something truly bizarre is going on here.
Indeed.
I don't like this at all.
Let's try and discover which company he was stationed at before this mysterious reassignment.
Is there anything else?
That will be all.
Thank you.
I need to get to the bottom of this mystery, Greenblood. I don't like being taken for a fool. Even if the lieutenants weren't stationed in these barracks, someone here must know where Rainer was assigned.
We should also go check the tavern. Men on leave will perhaps have looser lips than those within the walls. Good day, soldier.
Good day, my lord.
Desarde, legate of the congregation on Tifredin.
Captain Kurt. Oh, excuse me, Excellency. I didn't know. Captain, I truly am sorry.
Don't need to be nervous.
My lord. Excellency.
Okay, which one are you?
Since you know who we are, present yourself, soldier.
Yes, sir. Recruit 2nd Class Alric, Blue Silver Regiment, 11th Company. At your service. Anything else?
The 11th Company.
You don't
What's your
quite look
story?
like you've got the hang of all this. How long have
What's
you
your
been in?
story?
Is it that obvious?
It's quite normal for a new recruit.
I joined up 4 months ago, but at the beginning we were on board ship, you see. I don't know if that really counts. I started exercises when we got to New Serene, but I'm making progress, they say.
And do you like it here?
I sure do. That's why I joined the Guard. To come here, to leave the continent. Know what I mean?
I do.
Anything else?
That'll be all.
Be all, soldier.
Nope.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Hang on, we need to talk again. I
At
messed
your
up.
service, my lord. Excellency.
Do you know a recruit
Forgot to ask you
going
about
by the
Rainer.
name of Rainer?
Rainer? It's just... Excellency, please.
The boy is terrified now that he knows who we are. So long as he's in that state, he'll say nothing of worth. You should bring him a bottle to calm his nerves.
That will be all, soldier. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Oh, why don't we get 3 bottles of brandy for these guys, you know?
What can I pour for you?
You know?
Give me a bottle of your best drink.
There you go. But be careful. She's got a strong bite.
Does she have fangs? Yeah, not the best joke I could come up with. But was an
At your
attempt.
service, my lord. Excellency.
Here, you seem tired and a little on edge. A drink would do you some good.
It's
Indeed.
just that I don't know if I'm allowed.
You're on leave, or you wouldn't be at the tavern. Then why not?
Yes, but this is His Excellency's own bottle. I don't know if I can.
It's not mine, I swear.
I tell you.
I just bought it. But it's not mine.
Why don't you tell us what you know about Rainer?
I don't drink.
I didn't serve with him. Well, not really. We just crossed paths. He was leaving the 11th when I joined. Everyone said he was good, strong, and followed orders. And then, poof, Lieutenant got this order and he wasn't happy. And I mean really quite unhappy. And then Rainer, he was gone. We never saw him again. We asked where he'd been sent, but the lieutenant didn't want to tell us. Said that it was none of our business. But you, he won't be able to say no to you. You should go and offer him a drink too.
Where can we find your lieutenant?
At the barracks.
Thank you. And watch yourself when leaving. Wouldn't want you to fall into it. That will be all, soldier. Thank you.
Indeed, we will not.
Your Excellency.
We do not want that story to become true.
Hello, officer.
Excellency, can I do something for you?
As for some identification,
Could you tell me which company you serve?
The 11th, Excellency. Anything else?
about his
What's
assignment.
your assignment?
The 11th is assigned to road and outpost security for the congregation on the island. As for me, I'm responsible
ask about Rainer.
About the death of a young recruit named Rainer.
Let's be perfectly straight. We know that Rainer belongs to your company, and as the acting lieutenant instructor, you certainly had him under your command. So just stop with the lies. We've lost enough time here.
Yeah, and Kurt is about to kill someone.
Guard business is well regarded.
That concerns only the guard. No, unless you've lost your eyesight, you've a captain in front of you.
I know. But this story is dangerous, Captain.
If you have so much as an ounce of respect for the boy, speak to us. Don't you believe he deserves justice?
Yes,
I do.
of course. But you have no idea what's been going on here. If word got round that I've been talking, come back after sundown, when there's fewer folk.
Very well. We'll be back.
Anything else?
Thank
We're
you,
about to
Lieutenant.
leave.
Farewell.
That man was shaking and looking over his shoulder, as if he thought a predator had caught his scent. Whatever could terrify your warriors to jitter so?
I don't know yet, but I will find out, Siora.
Okay, we're here.
We are quite alone now. You may speak to us.
Rainer was indeed a member of my company, and an excellent recruit. You already know that.
Continue.
One morning, I got a note telling me he'd been transferred from my company. He'd received a new assignment. I was so furious that I did a little investigation. To see where he'd been sent wasn't easy. No one wanted to give me answers. No one seemed to know anything. But one thing's for certain. Rainer wasn't the only man to have disappeared. I learned
God.
that many recruits, all the cream of the crop, had been reassigned. And finally, I learned about the existence of a phantom regiment.
Wait, what?
Sort of nonsense are you talking about?
A sort of secret, elite company that were following a special training program.
Where can we find them?
I've no idea. I had to put my investigation to rest. Things were getting dangerous. I began to sense I was being watched. This regiment protects its secrets at all costs with few scruples. If you want to know more, the training officer of the 6th might know something. It's been said that he took part in one of their missions alongside them.
Are you certain you've nothing more to tell me about
That's
this
a bit what comes from the tracks.
I've told you everything I know, at the risk of ending up like Rainer, Excellency. Go and see the officer of the 6th if you want to learn more. And leave me alone now.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Farewell. Good day, Lieutenant.
Excellency, what's your pleasure?
Don't tell anyone. Ask for identification.
Need you, sir.
The 6th, Excellency. Anything else?
Their assignment.
Where are you assigned?
The 6th Company is in charge of exploration and expansion of the colony of the Congregation of Merchants on the island. We operate mainly in the wilderness areas, in direct contact with the natives. But don't worry, we respect to the letter congregation directives and standing orders. We avoid all confrontation with them as much as possible. Anything else?
Can you confirm this, Ciara? So, what do you know about this ghost regiment?
Tell me about the Phantom Regiment.
About what? I have no idea what
Did
you're
that guy
talking
say
about, Your
phantom with an
Excellency.
F? Not a PH?
I do know that it's frowned upon, even dangerous, to delve into the matter, but I'm curious by nature. So considering the risk you'd be taking to tell me what you might know, I'm in a favorable disposition to offer you compensation.
That's a handsome sum. That might allow me to distance myself from this nest of vipers for a time. Very well. I've seen the regiment. Even fought beside them on an operation.
That
On
got our
occasion,
reputation up.
Our marching orders were kept secret until the last minute. We were asked to remove our regiment emblems. And our pay wasn't even recorded. And of course, we were ordered to speak to no one about it under any circumstances. I hope you realize the risk I'm taking, talking to you about all this.
Have no fear.
Yeah, someone knew and you worked with them.
What was this operation?
An attack. A lightning strike on a caravan from the Bridge Alliance.
Marvelous. A company that behaves like back alley bandits.
I know. It really shakes up the honor code. The regiment is made up of young recruits, carefully chosen. Only the best make it through. The training is extremely arduous. And my guess is that Rayner isn't the only one who's died from it. I know that they set up camp just outside the city, where the men live and train. But I'd be at a loss to tell you precisely where it's found. Sorry, Captain.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
This story is making me sick. Poor Rayner. If I'd have known, I'd never have recruited him.
I'm sorry, Kurt.
This isn't your
You could have known about this brigade.
These filthy phantoms, or whatever they are gonna have
The
to
first guy
suck
called
the
him
gates.
Phantom with PH, not
Believe
F.
me.
You do realize that your
Why are
own
we
commander is
pronouncing it with
certainly
an F?
involved in this on some level. Outright clandestine operations could not have taken place without his approval.
That he's aware of the existence of the regiment, there is no doubt. That he approves of what they're doing. It wouldn't
There
be
might
the
be.
first head that didn't know what his hands were up to.
What do you wish to do now?
I'm gonna find the location of this camp. I have a few friends that can certainly help us. And when I know where to smoke out these bastards, I'll go and have a few fiery words. If you were of a mind to accompany me, 2 of us would not be too many to make sure they settle their debts.
Let me know when you discover where they are to be found.
You can count on me.
Ask him about... Except now.
Very well. Let's go and discover what the governor would rather keep hidden from the world.
Excellent.
How would you like to go about this?
We must search her apartments in St. Matthias. They'll be guarded, of course. But if we are discreet, that shouldn't be a problem.
This is taking quite a risk. The congregation's reputation could suffer if we're caught, and my cousin's position would be weakened.
I know. But keep in mind that I know the palace extremely well. And if we want to be sure to pass without being noticed, we need only dress ourselves up as servants.
That would improve our chances. Well, let's do it.
Not square. Well, I'm gonna press X, not square. Come on. So, where's your buddies? Pretty sure there's like 2 more. Oh, in the nighttime, left me behind to take care of the last guy. He's just challenging me. Alright, we're gonna be stealthy. There's 2 guys in the area. What? Da 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 da. The question is, where are they hiding? Is that one? Oh. They hit it. Walking along the path. Yeah, 3-1.
Your Excellency. The Enlightened must have sent you. I would like to ask a favor of you.
I'm listening.
As you may be aware, we suspected this island might be the one St. Lucius wrote about.
Did you?
We did, but let me explain. This island was where St. Matthias lived at the end of his life, and where he founded a perfect community. Some time ago, we created a village which we called Eden, following his example. We chose this place as it seemed to be the closest to the one described in the Holy Scriptures. It is a home to a community of converted islanders, accompanied and guided in their budding faith by our theologians. As you can imagine, it is of the utmost importance to us. All the more so because we discovered some tablets there, which were engraved by our founder.
An extraordinary discovery that confirms your suspicions.
I see you understand. Alas, these tablets were stolen, probably by the islanders who still reject our influence. I know
well, you're forcing your
you are generally
influence.
well accepted by the natives. That is why I was hoping that you could help us to retrieve what belongs to us.
I suppose I could go to Eden and try and retrieve them.
Marvelous. The leader of the community, Father Justinius, will be able to answer your questions. May the Enlightened assist you in this holy quest, Your Excellency.
I like how we wear the black collar scheme. Well, we gotta go up. This doesn't look like a stairwell. That's soldier-like. I thought that was a mannequin. Let's see here now. Pick up. But we had to replace the carpets, which have been heavily stained. I hope you'll find the new carpets to your taste. I made sure the key to the room was on your desk, as usual. We're starting to find dirty laundry. I wonder what happened down there, though. First, we got to check our desk. Given that's where they said they put it. I thought you were eating the apple there for a moment. Alright, here it is. I want to put in that guy's jacket. For the obvious reasons. There's something hidden here.
This area of the palace is forbidden to visitors by order of the Mother Cardinal.
We did not know. Please excuse us.
The basements are for servants only.
Very well. We'll go back up.
What? Okay, I thought I was dressed like a servant. Going down, going down. Good day, my good sir. Where did that go, I wonder? Because I haven't got any question on gloves. Or shoes. Odd. None of these are. Them are. And we are like wearing different colored vests from them. Weird, weird, and weirder.
Well, this is a very unique place. The smell of stupor and vice reign as its masters.
You're not wrong. We should search this place.
You know.
For goodness sake, this room reeks of alcohol.
And not just any old alcohol, if my nose does not deceive me. Cornelia always had great taste when it came to drinking.
Okay. There's a lot of clothes hanged in this room.
Seems that someone forgot their earring.
Here is an object of more than questionable taste. A woman from a good family would never wear it. It's junk. The kind of thing a courtesan would wear.
I didn't know you were an expert on the subject, Father.
The subject of jewelry.
No, of courtesans.
We are here in the heart of human depravity. Outrageous luxury, excessively priced alcohol, obvious debauchery.
Surely this is enough to incriminate the Mother Cardinal.
No, my child, these things are common
What else?
in circles, even in Tulane, unfortunately. Cornelia may well have organized these things for others. These novelties might be of use in gaining some political favor. We must find out who is involved and learn.
The earring that we found may help us with that. We could ask at the brothel if it belongs to a prostitute.
We should continue searching. Perhaps we miss something.
And there's only one area I did not check in here yet. Part 2. There's a door. Did the key work on me? I thought the key woke on me. Come book this mini loans made from moneylenders called the Magpie. Input completely cancels it. The sums that there's no mention of where this money comes from. There's also recurring payments to certain candy cane.
This document is highly important. By reading it carefully, you could learn a lot. The Mother Cardinal apparently borrows large amounts of money from a moneylender. Actually, enormous sums.
What's more, she does so quite regularly. How does she manage to give it all back?
And the name Candy Cane crops up several times. Quite suspicious, don't you think?
This sweet person must be doing her huge favors to get these sums. I think we have everything we need. There is probably a connection between these pleasure parties and the account books. Let's ask a few questions.
The moneylender is well established. He can be found near the main square. As for this Candy Cane, the name doesn't ring any bells to me, but the moneylender must know more about him.
We can also go and gather information at the Coin Tavern. Perhaps the manager knows him.
Here we go!
You have made your choice. You won't be disappointed. Of that I can assure you. Come on. So, have you found what you were looking for?
Let's just say that I'm gathering
Information.
My treasures are worth their price. I promise you that you will get your money's worth. For you, I'm sure we can make a special arrangement.
give me the information. Let's see. Gotta get my reputation up.
Thank you, my lord. I'll let you take your pick.
Thank you.
Look, a new face. Oh, but wouldn't that be? Hello, Father.
We would like to know if you know who this earring belongs to. Is it maybe yours?
Absolutely not. I am careful not to leave my belongings with clients.
Oh, really?
No desire to answer your questions. That doesn't fall within my services.
Very well. Goodbye.
There are too many of you for me alone, my little lambs.
Sorry, madam, but we're here to ask other favors of you. This question might seem a little surprising, but do you know who this earring might belong to?
Why? It's mine. I lost it when. How did you get hold of it?
Are you sure you want to broach that subject here?
Right. Come with me.
Okay.
Well, what do you want? Why are you giving me back my earring?
You know where we found it, don't you?
Obviously. I realized as soon as I got back that I'd lost it.
I imagine your pimp does not know that you take part in these parties. He doesn't dabble in this at all.
No, do not say anything to him. I beg you. He's on my case enough as it is.
Then I suggest you answer my questions.
What would you like to know?
Suggest the princess and Mother Cardinal.
Do you think that an important person from Teleme could have partaken in these soirees?
You're thinking of Mother Cardinal, aren't you? You lot really think we are a bunch of degenerates.
You're hardly a shining example of virtue, my child. Just answer our questions.
Sorry, Father, I don't know the Mother Cardinal, but I strongly doubt she dabbles in that.
You don't think you could recognize her, and you don't think you've crossed paths. What a testimony.
Ask about the
Could you tell us
partygoers.
who you saw at the parties?
Rich people, or better. They seemed very rich and important to me, but I don't know them.
That probably answers one
Do you
question.
know who organizes these parties?
Not really, no. A steward pays me when I go, but I don't see anyone else, apart from the clients.
You can't even give me a single name.
No. The only person who sometimes speaks to this steward is a woman who is always wearing a green coat. She never takes part in the festivities, but the steward rushes over whenever she arrives.
Try to learn a bit more about
Admit
her.
it, you must know more than you're letting on. It's virtually impossible not to recognize someone while being so close to these influential people, wouldn't you agree?
Well, I was able to recognize someone, once. Even with a mask on, I'm good at recognizing my clients.
Please
Okay.
continue. I'm all ears.
I don't want to implicate anyone, but he is of no real importance, and you've probably never even heard of him. It's the local moneylender.
I
Magpie.
know very well who you're referring to, my dear.
But I didn't mention anything to you, huh? This stays between us.
I don't even remember the subject of this conversation anymore.
Fact, I don't.
This woman in the green coat. Could you tell me about her?
She always hides her face and never joins us. Then she disappears into a little office and locks the door.
I see. She is quite important then. Do you
Candy
know someone
cane.
who goes by the name of Candy Cane?
Everyone does. He is a powerful person, so his name makes the rounds.
Have you ever spotted him at these pleasure parties?
In all honesty, I wouldn't even be able to recognize him. I've heard his name before, but that's all.
Thank you for your help.
Be sure not to mention this to anyone. I'd lose my clients if they suspected me of speaking about them, you know.
Okay. So we need to figure out who Candy Cane is.
Can I get you anything?
I'm here for something else. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
If you wish. What would you like to know?
Ask about the woman in the green coat.
I'm looking for a woman who comes here. She always wears a long green coat.
Yes, I have seen this coat before, but I have no idea who is beneath it, if that's what you're asking. All I know is that I've seen her speaking to a regular, a steward of the palace who comes to place big orders. Always prime choice.
Find out about Candy
What
Cane.
can you tell me about a certain Candy Cane?
Candy Cane? Everyone speaks about him, or has heard of him, but no one really knows him.
And what do they say about him?
I think he's an urban legend.
Nothing. You need to go downstairs for that sort of thing.
To the games room and the brothel?
Yes, that's more the kind of place where they'd talk about him.
I have to go. I will leave you to your work.
Hmm.
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
Ask about Candy Cane.
I imagine that the name Candy Cane rings a bell.
Obviously. Even though I would prefer it wasn't the case. He's a sort of organizer. He captures most of the beasts who fight in the arena.
How is that a problem?
Apparently, he's fixed a few fights. These kind of rumors aren't good for my business.
If that's the case, why don't you stop him?
He has friends, protectors. Without solid evidence, no one will lift a finger. And the only ones who wanted to speak of his cartel have disappeared.
Do you know where I can find him?
He often hangs out around the port at night, but I strongly advise you to stay away from the guy.
I know how to look after myself. Thanks for the information. I'm looking
Ask
for
about the woman in green cape.
A woman wearing a big green coat.
Yeah, I know who you mean. She's a good client. She comes in, especially for the big fights, and she has prime information.
Primed information?
No, I don't even know her name.
She wouldn't happen to be coming back to collect some winnings, would she?
No, and I can't really tell you when she'll show up next.
I must be going.
Next time, then.
Going up.
Can I help you?
Yes, actually. I have a small favor to ask.
You don't look like you need money from me.
I'll get straight to the point. I have bad news for you. I know about the decadent parties at the palace. I know that you take part in them.
What? But what are you talking about?
Stop acting all innocent. I have all the evidence I need to incriminate you. Although your reputation isn't spotless, there are others who have a lot more at stake than you. What if I were to spread it around town that you boast about being there? You know what happens when tongues wag too much.
That's enough. All right, I get the message. What do you want?
Talk about the Mother Cardinal.
It would appear that you know the Mother Cardinal very well. I know that she borrowed money from you. I even know how much. What I want to know is why.
I have no idea. Do you really think that my clients tell me everything about their lives?
Does she still owe you money?
No, she always pays me back on time, and with interest.
Do you think she's plundering the city funds?
Ha! If that were the case, the funds would have been depleted long ago. Nah, the money's coming from elsewhere.
Tell me about Candy Cane.
We're not close, if that's what you want to know. I just know his name,
I didn't get that
like everyone
shoes.
else. I mean, there are some rumours. They say he does his business in the basement of the Coin Tavern.
What kind of business?
Oh, nothing to do with my life.
We're back and forth here.
He deals in arena fights, which are beyond me.
I would advise you to keep all of this to yourself.
I don't want any trouble. I will be as silent as a stone.
So, how do you see things, my child?
I think that the usurer is lending money to the Cardinal, and very significant sums at that. With this money, she bets on the arena fights while hiding in a big green coat. And she also gives large amounts to a certain Candy Cane, known for fixing fights.
Not only does our dear Cornelia
Piecing it
love
together.
betting games, but she also wouldn't think twice about cheating to win.
Maybe he's just giving her advice. How can we prove anything?
We can always try asking him. Who knows? Perhaps he will give us an answer.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of guys here. Die! Oh, I can use some healing. Thanks for the help, guard. You just walked up to us. No hurry. No hurry. Just fighting for my life. No big deal. Just here today. Sandra, that would be an art. Nope. Jesus. Here we are. So, you're the infamous candy cane.
Good evening. Are you the one they call the surname? Needed to emerge from you seem to be very well informed. We know that you have business with this woman, and that she is actually the Mother Cardinal.
You would be better off forgetting that.
That's not exactly
Oh, really?
as I'd imagined. But nevertheless, seems rather eloquent.
I told you to forget about it. Once you get into trouble, leg it.
It was just an innocent little conversation. Goodbye, Mr. Kane.
And Godspeed.
We have enough information.
Really? Is the fact that she bets on fights that are potentially fixed enough for you?
It's already a huge scandal. Let me just think about it for a little while. I will find a way of putting this information to good use.
I have faith in you, Father.
I was able to discover the location of this infamous Phantom training camp.
Do you still think they should be held accountable?
More than
I do.
You know that I recruited Raynor. I want to know what kind of hornet's nest I led him into. I want to know what these madmen did. But I fear if I go alone, I might not be able to control myself. And I won't learn anything. I need the help of my best student.
Accept and take care of it now.
Can I refuse such a request? Well then, let's go.